Alright, what's good with it, horse? Your boy Jagging Off, aka the Analyst Undertaker. And I want to get a little more in depth about the game and really this season with the Jaguars. You know, I've been a fan of this team since the beginning, and I honestly do not recall a year where I've been this disappointed and this embarrassed to be a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Seriously. Like, we're not going to win any of these three games, I'm pretty sure, because the team is so fucking horrible right now. And this, to me, is worse than the 2012 year. Even if we do win another fucking game, it seriously is worse than the 2012 year. At least with the 2012 year, we knew basically we weren't shit and weren't going to be shit, and we just sucked that bad due to, well, Mike Mularkey was a fucking idiot back then, but still, we lost a lot due to our lack of talent. I mean, think about it, all we really had that year was shit. Cecil Shorts, Justin Blackman, and then you had Terrence Knighton and Paul Posluszny on defense. That's really about it. And we were fucking terrible that year. But never have I seen a roster so fucking rich in talent right now, and it's just basically wasted. Literally wasted. Mostly because of our dumbass coaching staff, and then a few motherfuckers hold the team back. And you know, I love how nobody is shifting any type of blame to our fucking defense. Whatever. And their argument with they're gonna tell me how fucking trash Blake Bortles is and all this other bullshit. And like, oh, you can't blame the defense. They're ranked 4th in the league. Have you ever stopped to think maybe stats are misleading? Are misleading sometimes. Perfect example. Blake Bortles. Now, we know what everybody says about him, but if you look at his stats, statistically, he's really not having that bad of a year. But in certain situations, how he's fucked up sometimes, it's really not been that good of a year for him. Like, see, I hate this. I hate that these people are gonna blame just one person. Spread your blows evenly. Like, some people will put it all, but it's the two common most ones. A bunch of people will put it all on guys like, you know, my man Second in the World. He'll seemingly put the whole thing on Gus Bradley, and guys like Rando seemingly will put the whole fucking thing on Blake Bortles. Like, y'all gotta look at the whole team for what it is. Like, the defense being ranked 4th. Every time I hear somebody say that, oh, you can't blame the defense at all, they're ranked 4th. Every time I hear that shit, I want to hit them in their fucking face. Because the shit is misleading. Shout out to, I think the guy's name's Anthony Williams. He commented on my last video. He brought up an interesting point. He's saying that the defense is ranked 4th because opposing offenses don't have to do too much to beat us. And that's a fact. But also, too, you gotta look at the shit for what it is with the defense. With the exceptions of Yannick Ngakoue and Malik Jackson, we are getting no fucking pass rush on the quarterback. Great, it's better than it was in years past, but besides those two guys, I think everybody else has less than 3 sacks. Like, even Dante Fowler, oh my fucking god, this guy, you can't defend him anymore. He's fucking pissing me off now. It's to the point where it's fucking irritating. Here you are, a 3rd overall pick. You're supposed to be this dominant pass rusher in the draft. You're ranked, you and, I believe it was Leonard Williams at the time, the guy for the Jets. Between y'all two, you were the 2 best defensive players in that draft, or how everybody thought you as. But you can only muster 2.5 fucking sacks. That's pitiful. That's almost it. That's almost Derek Harvey status. And Grant, I know you had the injury. I don't know if you're completely right from it, but I mean, come on, dude. Like, ain't too much more you can do with 3 games left. But next year, man, you need to step your ass up. Like, there's no other way around it. Here, Yannick Ngakoue is a 3rd-round pick. Not too many people expected a whole lot out of him. And no one really even praised or talked about him except me when he got drafted. Like, I thought in a few years he'd be a monster, but he's been a monster this year. He's pretty much said, fuck you, I'm taking your job, and he did, and he's been amazing for us. And it's a perfect example of how it's like nobody else getting pressure on the quarterback. Like when he had the strip fumble and on the fuck's his name, Sam Bradford. There was no one else fucking around. He got blocked right after he got the strip sack, and then this motherfucker Sam Bradford still has enough time to pick the shit up and complete a pass. It's pathetic. Like, that's really fucking ridiculous. And then our linebackers are very good. Can't even front about that. Like, it's Telvin Smith, Paul Posluszny, Miles Jack. I really got no complaints for either of them. But then our secondary. Jalen Ramsey's playing well. Prince Amukamara, when he's healthy, plays pretty good. Aaron Colvin's a good slot cornerback. Then our safeties. Tashaun Gibson, like, I don't know if they're just not throwing anywhere around him or what, but he seems to basically be invisible out there. You don't see him in on a whole lot. And then Jonathan Cyprien. I'm sorry, dog, but I can't defend you anymore. I really cannot fucking defend you anymore. He's a good tackler, a good guy to put in the box and come up and stop the runs. But that being said, since year 1, you have not been able to cover worth a flying fuck. You're taking horrible angles, letting people get on you, letting people get by you, getting stupid-ass penalties, and over-pursuing fucking plays. Like, hold up. Put it back. Your signed jersey is back there on my fucking wall. And granted, the frame's fucked up. I gotta get rid of it anyway, but I'm sorry, but that shit's about to come down. Like, no ifs, ands, buts about it. It's about to come down. Like, when I get my case, when I get another case, I'm gonna put the Alan Hearns jersey there, but, and I'm not gonna burn it or any shit like that. I'm just gonna put it in my closet, but I'm not gonna proudly display that shit on my wall anymore. Like, I'm sorry, bro. You got to go. You got to go. And next year he'll probably be gone, and then since I think it's the last year of his contract, then you know what, I was more in favor before of drafting Leonard Fournette or Dalvin Cook. I think now I'm starting to lean more towards drafting Jabril Peppers. We need that kind of game changer. Like, how good he is on defense, playing safety, and then his kick and punt return is really, really good as itself, and we need that right now. And speaking of our special teams, oh my fucking god. Never have I ever seen a special teams group suck this fucking bad and impact a game so much like these motherfuckers do. Excuse me. Blocked field goals. Actually, I'm not even going to talk about this game. All I need to sum up I can sum up how this year has gone for special teams in seven simple words. 30-yard run to the fucking punter. Yes, I'm referring to the Oakland game, but that's pretty much how This year is gone with special teams. Block field goals, people taking kick returns back for us, and all this bullshit. Muffed punts. It honestly is fucking pathetic. It's like Pee-wee shit. That you gotta hold your breath every time the special teams unit comes on because they fuck up so much. It's ridiculous. And like I said, you know, if you're gonna sit here and just criticize one person, you can't criticize one person. You gotta look at the whole shit for what it is. And then on to Blake Bortles. Though he didn't really play that bad this game. Like, people are trying to act like I'll defend him no matter what. And, you know, kind of I will. But at the same time, y'all have heard me in videos criticize him before, like in the Denver game. But do I think he gets more of the blame than what he deserves? Absolutely. And then, and I get it, he's the leader, he's the quarterback, all this bullshit. But it's not all him. You gotta look at it for what it is. It's not all him. We had a goddamn... He's had so many drop passes. Our offensive line fucking sucks. It's a revolving door. It's a revolving door at left guard. Jeremy Parnell sucks dick. And then Brandon was injured today. The man cannot operate like that. And then he has no fucking running game. Like, TJ Yeldon, you can tell something has been wrong with him all year. Like, he is not running. Like, since he got hurt last year, he has not been right at all. And like on the fake punt we did, Corey Grant was hauling ass, man. Give him some fucking carries. Give what the hell's his name? Bronson Hill, that guy. Give him some fucking carries. Just see what you have in these dudes. Because it cannot be any worse than what we've seen all year. Even Chris Ivory's lackluster right now. And it's like Jonas said. We paid all this money to Chris Ivory, and we could have saved the money and kept Jonas Gray, and he'd be doing the same. He'd be doing the same shit, if not a little bit better than Chris Ivory's doing. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And also too, shout out to my man, Cheeseburger Willie McFadden, aka, well, most of you know him as Rando Warrior X, also known as the Indie Mobile God, also known on Twitter as Kratos-matic, and also known as Devontae's stepdad. I gotta say with him, like, there's people that are fucking stupid that'll that think like that Rando and I have like a huge beef because of what we disagree on in the Hangouts. It couldn't be any further from the truth. Rando outside of the Hangout is... I probably talk to him more than anybody. Like, I consider that dude a good friend. And I'll probably see him in person before I do the rest of the guys. Like, I go to Jacksonville once a year. I don't, like, and like, Tech lives in Houston, Jonas lives in Chicago, Llama lives in Virginia, but it would look kind of... Llama's only 15 years old. It would look kind of weird me hanging out with a 15-year-old kid. So that's probably not going to happen. So I'll probably end up meeting Rando before I meet any of these other guys. So, and really not to like somebody just because their opinions differ over something like football, honestly, is fucking stupid. Like, there's no fucking... Like, the guy actually is funny. The guy's actually funny as fuck. Like, if you haven't seen his videos, go fucking watch watch the three of them that came out. Like, I'll leave the link to to the recent one that he put out last night that I watched this morning. I'll leave that one out. Like, it was honestly fucking hilarious. But our opinions sometimes do differ, especially on Blake Bortles. Like, he had a lot of good points in this video, and he said, what the hell did he say? God, and I had it on the tip of my tongue when I was going to address with him, too. Oh, he said, like, 70% of the shit is on Gus Bradley, and 30% of the whole thing is on Blake Bortles. I agree with the 70% being on Gus Bradley, but at the same time, you can't put all 30 of the other percent on Bortles. Gotta look at our defense, our special teams, our receivers, our line, running game. It's just nothing is fucking clicking right now. It seems like players have regressed, or I don't know what it is, but God damn, excuse me. Just the whole thing is not fucking clicking. And that's on the head coach. And why this bitch has not fucking been fired yet is ridiculous. Like, here the Los Angeles Rams fired fucking, Jeff Fisher. And he had a better record than we did. And this bitch, Gus Bradley, still has a fucking job. It's crazy, but anyway, back to Rando. Like I said with him, people assume there's like some kind of beef between me and him, but really it's not. Like, me and him are actually really tight. And then you got dumbasses on YouTube like this fucking retard Charlie Harper, who always seems to comment some dumb shit, who I've told a million times to unsubscribe and stop watching my videos. Like, the only comments he'll ever write is Bortles is trash. And then he said something on Rando's video when I said I was gonna make a response and talk about your video in it. This bitch goes and write, "Why can't you make videos like this?" And then I replied, "Why can't you get off my nuts and go fuck yourself? Because you're a fucking retard and I don't want to hear what you got to say. You brought no fucking valid points to me. Just like Stafford Fire, which, by the way, ended up being fucking Robert Jenkins, the king of fucking trolls, who Jonas buried a couple hangouts ago when Llamas hang out, and then this dumbass actually thought that Rando was going to side with him, and Rando pretty much embarrassed him in that one hangout we had. So, anybody who agreed with his dumbass, sorry, but you look like a fucking retard, because it was a troll who did not give a fuck whatsoever about the Jacksonville Jaguars. So Charlie Harper and anybody else who sided with this guy, I hope you feel fucking stupid, because you should. But yeah, this dumbass will always comment like Bortles is trash. Like, that's all you'll fucking write. Yet you think I'm stupid for what I'm saying. Then what the fuck are you watching my videos for? I haven't been shy about that. Like, I got 400 plus subs. What's one more subscription? If you don't like the shit that I say, I'm sorry, you're not going to change my opinion. Hit the unsubscribe button and get the fuck off. I don't want it, because most likely, if I deem you as a dumbass, which clearly this fucker is, I don't want to hear what you have to say. It's just going to go in one ear and out the other. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. And I'm sure you're going to watch this, because this bitch is all over my nuts anytime I write a video, and he'll comment Bortles is trash or something stupid like that. But don't watch my fucking videos, dude. I'm telling you, don't watch my fucking videos. I don't want to hear what you have to say about it. But anyway, I'm not even going to give that bitch any more airtime. But, and then, and one thing Rando did say, like he was arguing with some dude on first it was me with something I tweeted, and then, like, we kind of went at it for a little bit, and then after a while, like I just kind of lost interest. And you kind of have to do sometimes with Rando, because Rando he'll sometimes be a dick to get his point across, and he's very aggressive and passionate when he comes to his points, almost to the point where it can agitate people. But that's Rando. You just gotta learn that. You just gotta learn how to take him. And really, in our hangouts, nobody fucking hates anybody really. Well, except for Devontae, I think he hates Rando just because Rando wants to fuck his mom. But you like just certain shit with that dude. Just certain like the reason I can be friends with him so much is like you just gotta learn how to take certain shit Rando says. But that is what it is. And then he went back and forth arguing with somebody on Twitter saying that the Jaguars would instantly be a playoff team if Tom Brady was our quarterback. As some Patriots fan that comes in our hangouts every once in a while would say, no, not necessarily. You gotta look at it like this. Tom Brady has a running game. Tom Brady has Tom Brady has receivers that don't drop the fucking ball all the time. Tom Brady has a beast-ass offensive line. Tom Brady has a defense that knows how to come through in the clinch and get turnovers, unlike our defense. So, will the Jaguars be a little bit better? Probably so. A playoff team under Gus Bradley? Hell no. Not even close. But what you call it? And it's like funny with some of the people who shit on Blake Bortles so much. Like I know Rock Stonick made another video. I'm not even gonna get into that, but Jonas sometimes. Fucking Jonas. I love this dude to death, but like I'll never forget one time what he said one time, and he's almost starting to get as bad as Rando with bashing Blake Bortles. I'll never forget the play. We were playing. It was the Houston game, and Bortles threw a pass that was short, and now I even said it was he was trying to hit Marquise Lee, and he underthrew it a little bit. Had he been thrown right, it might have been a touchdown. But Marquise Lee had to come back to the ball. And yeah, it was his fault it wasn't a touch. It was Bortles' fault that it wasn't a touchdown. But this ball also hit Marquise Lee square in the fucking chest, and it bounced off. And Jonas right after on Twitter, said something about Blake Bortles. And it's like, bruh, I get that it's not his fault. I get that it's fault that it's not a touchdown. But goddamn, the ball hit him right in the fucking chest. And then people say, oh, it's coming out wobbly. Man, listen, I don't give a fuck how wobbly passes come out. I don't give a fuck if it looks like a goddamn field goal being thrown at you. You're a professional wide receiver. You are paid to catch the fucking ball, especially if it hits you in the hands or the chest. It's what you have to do. So, yeah, it's Blake's fault that it wasn't a touchdown, but it's Marquise Lee's fault that it wasn't a fucking catch. And I'm not trying to bash Marquise Lee, because Marquise Lee, honestly, has had a hell of a year. And, we're getting banged up as fuck, too. Julius Thomas going on IR really sucks because now we don't have a fucking tight end. But I think he's had nagging injuries all year too, so it's probably a good thing. And Allen, and I hate to say it because I love this dude to death, but Allen Hurns might have to do the same thing. Because he's playing with injuries, probably has all year, and it's really starting to catch up with him now. So he might need to save himself for next year. I'd hate to see him get hurt this year and have it be something serious, because at this point, what the hell's the point, man? I would just sit him down, dude, or let him go on IR and to get himself ready for next year, because my man's not right. He's taking too much. He's taking too much abuse, and it's not good. So might need to let Alan Hearns sit the rest of the season out. As much as I hate to not see him play anymore, might need to just let it go for a little bit. And just the whole situation really sucks. We got fans divided, and here are the last two games at Everbank Field. Like, we got to do better than this, man. Like, a good 30 to 40% between the Denver game and the Minnesota game is in the opposing team's colors. Like, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. You cannot allow hostile takeovers on 2 consecutive weeks in your own fucking stadium. That shit don't work. But I think at this point now, like, in order to get the fans like really giving a fuck again, we got to put together a winning season. And Shad Khan's dumbass needs to figure it out. He needs to fire Gus Bradley. We need to get a new coaching staff in here. And let's say draft Jabril Peppers or Leonard Fournette and find some fucking dogs to put at offensive line in the offseason. Fix that, get Blake some legit competition in the draft so he wakes his ass up. I think we can get back. I think we can get this shit right. Like, it's not going to happen this year. Next year it might. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm not going to put too much faith in the shit, especially with this fucking ownership. But that's pretty much where we're at right now. It's honestly just one of the worst. Matter of fact, it is the fucking worst year I've ever really been a Jags fan. At least we could say, hey, it's almost over, and hopefully some shit will get corrected. All right, man. Well, I'm out. God damn, this is a 27-minute video. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, well, I'm out, man. Y'all have a good one. It's just your boy Jagging Off. Check the fuck on out.